social media has so many negative aspects.
We're killing ourselves. We're killing ourselves mentally and physically to live up to something that we're not. Or we see Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner. We see everybody having these bodies that we think are real, but they got money.
Will you go get a BBL because you said they have money?
Personally, no.
You are perfectly imperfect. Let's talk about social media because I personally think, and you give me your opinion, as a teenager, social media can be, although it can be positive for people who have businesses, maybe like staying in touch with what may be going on with people. Social media has so many negative aspects, and sometimes it has a negative impact to a point where the pressures of social media have caused people to commit suicide. It's big. So I just think that social media is like programming people, us, and brainwashing us to believe that things are reality and they're not. A lot of things are just a perception that people want them to think. It's not real. Right. And we're trying to live up to false expectations. And I think like that sets up a whole nother emotional issue for society, like just from self-esteem issues, from not feeling like you're enough, all of those things. So tell me your thoughts. What you think?
I definitely agree. Social media, especially Instagram, which is like the main platform for, teens and younger people. That was actually originally supposed to be an app where it was supposed to be used to just show what you're doing outside of like life, like just to post some pictures. Oh, here goes. But Instagram has been completely flipped, and now it's basically a show-off platform. It's to show off what you have, what other people don't have. It's to flaunt. So I definitely understand social media. I guess, especially from me being 17 years old, I'm happy to know that social media is just simply not real. Whatever I see, no matter if you got lavish cars, designer on, especially the designer part. I go to a school where designer is a really big thing. Like if you got on designer, you can get friends right away. You can become quote unquote popular. And I guess for me, knowing, especially like I have friends that do the same things, or like people around me that do the same things what they have on a designer and all this type of their life seems so lavish. Then I get to know them and it's just the total opposite. Like they're really suffering, like they're really going through things aren't as lavish as they make it seem on social media. But social media is just it's a mask. It's a mask for what you're really going through. It's a mask for what you want to, like it's basically a mask for what you want to be, but what you're not. So for me, I definitely 100% don't see social media as real. Some people's lifestyles may be real, For me, I have my main account that I have a nice amount of followers on. I am going to be using that to create it soon into a business account. And that's where I'm going to be able to like real people. I already got all the followers. I can just create that account into a business account. But in my perspective, social media is so damaging. Like it is so damaging to our generation, especially because we grown up with the tablets. We grown up with the phones. We grown up with all that. Yeah. And we're so out of touch with reality, how life really works. We're out of touch with almost everything. Like for example, the trend of the BBL, everybody knows it's the Brazilian butt lift. Many of women have died just from simply getting that because they see their, for example, the show baddies, or we see Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner. We see everybody having these bodies that we think are real, but they got money. They're able to retouch their bodies. They're able to make it seem like what the public eye wants to see, so they can get their likes and their views and their promos and everything. It's like we're killing ourselves. We're killing ourselves mentally and physically to live up to something that we're not, to something that we're only human. Everybody has their imperfections. Social media is definitely that mask between imperfections and perfection. Perfection, social media. Imperfections is everything, like everything else. But I definitely do believe that I try my best to stay off social media to prevent those things from happening and to prevent from me getting into that mindset of that.
Okay, you said a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
So you said they have money, and so they can do things to enhance their body, right? My question for you is, one day you plan to have money, right? So is that okay if you have money to pay to have a body that God didn't give you? Are you okay with that? Like, will you, if you have money, will you go get a BBL because you said they have money?
Personally, no.
Okay.
I have
great, good answer.
Yeah, I have grown to love myself for who I am.
That's right. Amen.
And nothing will ever take that away from me. I was made the way I was. I was made this way for a reason, you know.
You said something else.
Yes.
You said imperfections. So let me just say this. Let me say this to you, and let me say this to any other person who may be suffering with self-esteem, or, you know, not feeling like you have that BBL body that you see on social media, on Instagram. You are perfectly imperfect, just how God created you. Mm-hmm. And so you have to see the beauty in you. Don't judge your beauty off of somebody else's perception. You have to look in the mirror and love what you see. So I love that you said you have that. Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. Good job. Good job.